Hey everyone, welcome to Breathe and Unpack. I'm Maya, and this is our space to slow down, breathe, and talk honestly about the things life throws at us. Here, nothing is off limits. Relationships, family, work, stress, and personal struggles. Sometimes we'll vent, sometimes we'll reflect, but every time we'll ask, what can I take away from this? You're not just listeners, you're part of our support system. That means we share, we listen, we learn, and we leave the judgment at the door. And if you need to cry or get emotional here, that's okay too. This space is built for honesty. If you've got a story you want to share or something you're unpacking in your own life, email me at breathe, the letter N, unpack at gmail.com. That's breathe and unpack at gmail.com. I might read it here on the show so we can all grow together. And just a quick note, this podcast is about personal opinions and experiences. It's not medical, legal, or therapeutic advice. So take a breath, lean in, and let's unpack life together. Welcome to the support system. If you've been rocking with me, you know we already talked about safe spaces and triggers. Today I want to slow it down and talk about something that sounds simple but trips everybody up. Communication basics. When we hear the word communication, we usually think about talking well, saying the right thing, or being clear. But psychologists say most of communication isn't even the words. It's tone, body language, the pauses we leave, and whether or not the other person feels safe with us. That makes a lot of sense because so many misunderstandings I've seen have nothing to do with the words themselves. Like texting, you send someone a quick okay because you're busy, but they take it as attitude. Now the whole conversation feels different even though you didn't mean it that way. Or with family, you ask a simple question and instead of answering it, they give you advice you weren't even asking for. And you're left thinking, that's not what I meant. They heard their own version of what you said, not yours. Same thing happens at work. Someone explains something, then asks, do you understand? And even if you don't, you nod yes because you don't want to look like you're not paying attention. That's not real communication. It's just avoiding embarrassment. I read something once from an author, Deborah Tannen, who said a lot of conversations aren't about getting information. They're about connection. When someone's telling you about their day, they usually don't want you to fix anything. They just want you to be present. I've noticed that too, how sometimes people aren't looking for solutions. They just want to feel heard. And I'll be honest, I'm a natural problem solver. I like helping people. I like finding solutions. And for a long time, I thought that was the best way to show up for the people I care about. But I had to learn that sometimes people don't want me to solve anything. They just want an ear, a safe place to vent, and someone to sit with them in the mess. I started to teach myself to ask, do you want me to just listen right now? Or do you just want advice? How do you want me to show up for you? And that's something I'm trying to bring to all of my relationships, friendships, family, even at work. Because I realize I'm the same way. Sometimes I just need to get my emotions out. No solutions, no advice. And sometimes I want both. But asking that one question takes the guesswork out of it. And silence, that's a big one too. We treat silence like something's wrong, but some of the most real conversations have pauses in them. Think about sitting in a car with someone, both of you looking out the window, and suddenly they start opening up. No pressure, no eye contact, just space. That's communication too. I don't have a neat set of steps to give you because I'm still learning this right alongside everyone else. What I've noticed though is that communication is less about talking and more about listening. creating space, and letting people feel safe enough to be real. I always tell people I speak to and my close friends, when people talk, you listen. Because that's the thing. We all want to be understood, but we don't always slow down to make sure we're actually understanding. And honestly, I think that's why so many conflicts blow up. Most of the time, it's not about what was said, it's about what wasn't heard. I was thinking about how many arguments starts from assumptions. Somebody takes your tone the wrong way, or you think they meant one thing when they didn't. Next thing you know, both people are defensive, and it's not even about the original issue anymore. It's about ego, hurt feelings, miscommunication stacked on miscommunication. What stands out to me is how different it feels when someone does get you. Like when you explain something and the other person says, "Yeah, I get what you mean." That moment feels like a relief, like a weight off of your chest. And that's what I think we are all chasing, just to be seen and heard for real. And that goes both ways. Sometimes I've caught myself thinking I was listening, but really I was just waiting for the chance to say something. And I just wanted to say what I wanted to say in that moment. I don't think I'm alone in that. We all do it. And if I'm being real, those are the conversations that's never feeling satisfying at the end. It don't never feel satisfying. It's like we both showed up to talk, but nobody actually heard anything. So yeah, communication basics, it's not just talking, it's listening, it's paying attention to the small stuff, and it's being honest about how you want someone to show up for you. I think the more we practice that, the less we'll have to fix later. So I'll end here. The next time you're in a conversation, just notice what's really happening. Is the person asking for help? Are they trying to connect? Or do they simply want to be heard? And on your end, are you listening? Or are you just waiting for your turn? Think about the last conversation you had. Did you feel heard? Did the other person? And what would have made it feel different if not? Here's the takeaway. Real communication isn't about talking. It's about listening better and showing up the way people actually need. That's what I want you to sit with. Thank you for listening to Breathe and Unpack. If today's episode sparked something in you, share it with a friend, family member, or someone you think could use the conversation. You never know, it might be exactly what they need to hear. I'd also love to hear from you. Email me at breathe, the letter N, unpack@gmail.com. Again, that's breathe, the letter N for Nancy, unpack@gmail.com, or connect with me on Instagram at breathe, AND, unpack. Whether it's your story, your takeaway, or just a thought you want to get off your chest, this space is for all of us. And just a reminder, this podcast isn't therapy or professional advice. I'm learning and growing right alongside you. These are real conversations meant to spark reflection and support, not replace the help of a professional. We're building the support system together. One breath, one story, one moment at a time. Until next time, take a breath, lean in, and let's keep unpacking.